one-day sale with great deals of the day, like up to 60% off outfits for the first day back. Looks you'll want to wear on repeat. And save up to 60% off shoes and sneakers to go with. Plus, Macy's Star Money bonus days are going on now.
Want to meet the unicorn of cleaning? Mr. Clean Magic Erasers. Over 100 ways to use. Mr. Clean Magic Erasers.
It is Friday night, and you know what that means. Secret Celebrity Renovation on CBS, hosted by our girl, Nichelle Turner.
Tonight, we have Idol alum turned country star Lauren Elena helping transform the Georgia home of her former cheerleading coach. Great way to end our week. Good night, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Without hesitation.
Happening now.
The jury now deliberating the fate of Otis McCain, convicted of murder in the case of Detective Benjamin Marconi. Will it be life in prison or the death penalty? We'll be live from the courthouse next.
Some 2 million dehumidifiers have been recalled. Coming up, we'll explain why. Plus, if you're a fan of Panera Bread's at-home soups, we have a recall you'll want to know about.
And in a bit, we'll take a look at some activity on the radar, and I'll prepare you for the weekend. The News at 5 starts right now.
And first at 5, after weeks of testimony, the trial of Otis McCain is coming to an end. The jury deliberating McCain's punishment right now. Last week, McCain was found guilty in the 2016 murder of SAPD Detective Benjamin Marconi.
It has been a month of witnesses and testimony, objections and arguments, and it all comes down to this moment. Erica Hernandez has been following every bit of it since the beginning. Erica, how long has this jury been deliberating, or have they come back now?
No, Ursula, we're still waiting. As far as the deliberations have been going, it's been going for 4 hours now. And as we wait, I do want to talk a little bit about earlier today as closing arguments took place this morning. They lasted a little over 3 hours. The state went, the defense went, and then the state had a rebuttal. But unexpectedly, after the state closed, McCain asked to speak to the court.
I just want to make for the record.
You can't do that.
Choose to testify.
You can't do that right now. Defense, you got closing. Defense, have you had an opportunity since the break began to specifically consult and discuss that issue with your client?
Yes, Your Honor. We spoke to our client, and he is not going to testify.
Now, again, we are still waiting for those deliberations and for a decision to come back. As far as how late we could be staying tonight, that could be up to 11 o'clock this evening. If there's still no decision, the jury will be sequestered and then brought back tomorrow morning to continue deliberations. Make sure you stay with us on KSAT 12 and KSAT.com for all the latest. Reporting live at the Cadena Reeves Justice Center, Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Erica. We are less than 24 hours away from the start of a second special session called by Governor Greg Abbott. It's set to start tomorrow afternoon in Austin. Most likely missing from the House floor a majority of State House Republicans, or rather Democrats, including local state representative Trey Martinez Fisher. He's one of several state lawmakers who are still in D.C. He left with them in mid-July in an effort to break quorum and prevent Republican lawmakers from passing a voting reform bill.
We have said very, very clearly that our job was to come rally this nation. We knew that the eyes of the nation were watching us in Texas, and we knew we had to be bold. We knew we had to have courage. And so whether we're in this voter suppression session or some future voter suppression session, our minds have not changed.
Today, Texas House Speaker Dale Phelan said in part that, quote, with a second special session beginning tomorrow, the State House remains committed to fulfilling its responsibilities as soon as our Democratic colleagues return from Washington or their vacations abroad, end quote.
2 people are recovering after they were shot on the east side overnight. San Antonio police say more than 70 shots were fired at the Artisan at Salado Creek Apartments in the 3600 block of Ben's Engelman. Around 1 a.m., officers found a man and woman believed to be father and daughter, both shot once in the leg. They were taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. Some tenants, however, were surprised when they left their homes this morning. Bullets hit almost every vehicle at the scene. No one else was hurt and no one has been arrested. SAPD believes the gunman may have gotten away in a white Ford Fusion.
San Antonio police also looking for a person who shot a man on the north side this morning. That victim found lying in the street in the 200 block of El Monte around 5:30 this morning. He told officers he was walking down the street when someone drove by and shot him. Officers tried finding witnesses to get some more information, but no luck.
The United States reaching a milestone on the vaccine front. Half of the total U.S. population is now fully vaccinated, according to White House officials.
Those increased vaccination numbers, however, met with more cases across the country as the Delta variant continues rapidly to spread. ABC's Rena Roy has the story.
As the Delta variant spreads, the U.S. is now battling its steepest rise of virus-related hospitalizations since the winter of 2020.
Today, about 400 people will die because of the Delta variant in this country. A tragedy, because virtually all of these deaths were preventable if people had gotten vaccinated.
Florida high school football player David Espino is fighting COVID-19 pneumonia in the hospital. The 17-year-old and his mother regretting not getting him vaccinated, encouraging others to get their shots.
I would definitely encourage them to get their kids vaccinated if they're eligible.
New Jersey now mandating masks in schools.
This is not an announcement that gives any of us or me personally any pleasure. But as the school year approaches and with the numbers rapidly increasing, it is the one that we need to make.
Many schools across the country are able to make their own rules.
I know cases are rising, but until it's an issue like it was before, like I said, to each his own.
I think you should take precautions, definitely, and continue to wear your mask. And I'm hoping that everybody does the same.
And good news on the vaccine front. White House officials say half of the total U.S. population is now fully vaccinated, with the country seeing a rise in vaccinations for 4 straight weeks. This North Carolina woman was hesitant about getting the shot, but had a change of heart with the recent surge of cases.
I got it. I'm surprised I got it. But, the Delta variant just made it was just like, just go and just get the shot.
And in the coming weeks, the FDA is expected to recommend a plan for vaccine booster shots for those who are immunocompromised. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
The Texas Education Agency has released new COVID-19 public health guidelines for the 2021-2022 school year. They aren't requiring masks, but say schools can have regular COVID-19 testing for staff members and students with a parent's permission. You can read all of the TEA's guidance right now on our website, KSAT.com.
And if you have some things to check off your school supply list this weekend, you can save some money. Today through Sunday, sales tax is excluded on certain school supplies, clothing, and shoes. The National Retail Federation expects families with kids in grades kinder through 12th to spend an average of $849 this year. The South Texas Blood and Tissue Center continuing to face a serious blood shortage amid the pandemic, and for some, donations are crucial and life-saving. Right now, they're seeing less than 400 donations a day. City officials encouraging community members to come out and donate whenever they can to ensure that there is blood for anyone who needs it.
I think the last thing you want to hear is that maybe the blood that you need is not available, or they're going to have to try to find another solution.
The San Antonio School District Challenge, it's a blood drive. It starts next week. It's from August 9th through the 13th. The drive aims to see which city council districts can raise the most donations. We've got more information on our website. Go to KSAT.com.
Not a bad August day, 93 degrees, the high temperature, at least so far. The average, by the way, is 97. We've been running below average for quite a while, pretty much all of July and now even to start August. Temperature-wise elsewhere, 90 degrees in Leon Springs, 90 Seguin, near 90 in West Kerrville, and for the most part, we're within a degree or two of 90 degrees outside right now. We also have some shower activity, particularly south and east of San Antonio. We'll take a close look at that, talk about your weekend, and let you know if we're going to crank up the heat anytime soon. All that coming up.
Thanks very much, Adam. Look at your traffic this afternoon. We had a crash very close to Loop 410 at San Pedro, but that seems to have cleared, but we still have a bit of a backup. Let's walk over here to the wall, give you an idea of that. So you see the traffic building there in those westbound lanes there. And so that red means slow traffic. So that's something to keep in mind if you're heading out to the airport or the mall, maybe for tax-free weekend, something to look out for. Some construction-related things tonight, beginning at 10, the Alamo Ranch Parkway at Westward Loop intersection closed again this weekend because of bridge work. They're doing that bridge repair for that major project out there. Also 281 on the north side. That's tomorrow. Ursula?
All right, Samuel, a safety alert to tell you about 2 million dehumidifiers now under recall tonight after reports that they are causing some very costly fires. This covers a lot of major brands sold for years. 12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz with more on the hazard and why some popular soups that you might already have in your refrigerator are recalled tonight, too.
Dehumidifier danger. 2 million dehumidifiers made by WideTech are recalled because of a fire danger. The company has 107 reports of the units overheating or catching fire, resulting in $17 million in damage. These were sold between 2009 and 2017 under several major brand names, including Amana, Danby, Friedrich, Haier, Honeywell, and Whirlpool. The list of sizes and other models is quite long, so we put them all on our website. If you have one of these recalled dehumidifiers, stop using it and contact WideTech to get your money back. If you buy ready-to-eat Panera Bread soups, listen up. Blount Fine Foods of Texas is recalling more than 3 tons of Panera's at-home chicken tortilla soup. Several customers have reported finding bits of plastic glove in their soup. The use-by date on the label is September 9th. Take it back or toss it out. And more than 150,000 dollar store chairs are recalled after reports of finger amputations. These are True Living sling chairs sold at Dollar General. They can collapse unexpectedly, catching fingers in the metal joints. Stop using them and contact Dollar General for a refund. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
The U.S. jobs report showing a win for the labor market last month. The economy added 943,000 jobs in July. It's 70,000 more jobs than what economists predicted, and another positive sign for the labor market. As for the unemployment rate, it fell to 5.4% in July.
We are stronger together. That's the message shared today by the African American Chamber of Commerce in honor of Black-Owned Business Month. Here in Bexar County, there are approximately 4,700 Black-owned businesses. And this month, the Chamber is offering micro grants to help any businesses still recovering from the pandemic. Members of the Chamber say the grants sort of help ensure that all members of the community are thriving and no one is left behind.
The reality is no one knows a person needs help unless they tell them. They're reaching out, not thinking that you might not be looked upon. I mean, your opportunities are just like everybody else's.
These grants are limited. You can find more information at the African American Chamber SA.org. The Chamber says you can also help Black-owned businesses thrive by simply shopping local, not just this month, but as often as you can.
Wildfires raging across California, forcing thousands out of their homes. A look at where those fires are happening and some of the devastation left behind.
Migrants who crossed into the U.S. illegally will soon be flown to Mexico. Those migrants currently being detained at the U.S.-Mexico border while they're from various countries in South and Central America. They're being expelled under a policy put in place by the Trump administration. It allows the U.S. to quickly turn them away during the pandemic. This week, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said the policy would be extended indefinitely.
Now to the fire crisis out west. Nearly 100 wildfires are burning, and excessive heat and strong winds aren't letting up.
California's largest fire, the Dixie Fire, is engulfing an area larger than the size of Los Angeles. It's even destroying the small town of Greenville. ABC's Morgan Norwood reports.
Raging wildfires ripping through California, the flames forcing thousands from their homes.
It's really scary.
Just north of Sacramento, the river fire tearing through 1,400 acres in a matter of hours, torching dozens of buildings. Evacuees returning to the devastation.
Well, it's completely gone. And all our neighbors, great neighbors, they're leveled.
Further north, the Dixie Fire tearing through the town of Greenville. More than 30,000 people evacuated and 100 homes destroyed.
We're all heading out. Back out the way we came.
Strike teams forced to retreat as the fire swallowed the forest surrounding them. Orange skies blanketing the region. Smoke from the blazes could be seen for miles.
This is what's left of Main Street in Greenville.
Daybreak revealing the destruction and the reality for residents now left with nothing.
I'm healthy, whatever, and start over. So it'll be hard, but I'll manage.
Thousands of firefighters are battling through dangerous conditions and the threat far from over. Temperatures here in the west will remain dry and hot, potentially fueling even more fires. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Meantime here, still hot, but not so dry. Still got clouds out there that look like they could make something happen.
Yeah, they do. A lot of them are a little too tall and skinny. They don't have wide enough bases for a good updraft. I know you really cared, didn't you? But
I didn't know there was such a thing as skinny clouds.
Yeah, towering cumulus, one puffers. Not a whole lot to them, but there are some areas of legit showers and thunderstorms out there. And today is the last day of this pattern and this trend of pretty much daily showers and thunderstorms. A quieter pattern ahead, and that's going to lead us to a sunny and slightly below average weekend. By the way, another space station flyover visible tonight. Let's get right into those details. Yes, tonight, a little before 10 o'clock. Actually, we're talking, it starts, or a little before 9 o'clock, I should say. It starts at 8:57 p.m. So set the alarm for a little bit before 8:57 p.m. It'll appear the northwest horizon and disappear to the south-southeast horizon. Maximum height 64 degrees, and it's going to last 7 minutes. So this is a little bit longer than the last one. And I think most of us should have pretty good visibility around San Antonio and even up into the hill country. It's south and southeast of town where you may run into some issues from leftover clouds as a result of the thunderstorms. So we have a lot of those patchy fair weather clouds and those towering cumulus out there right now, but they dissipate after sunset. The high blow-off clouds from some of the thunderstorms down south, they're being blown away from San Antonio, so that's not going to really inhibit our viewing of that space station flyover. 8:57 p.m. will last 7 minutes. If you haven't seen it before, it looks like a really bright dot in the sky just traveling at a pretty fast rate. Here's a look at the radar right now, and you see the action particularly southeast of San Antonio. We're talking Gonzales County, DeWitt County around Cuero. A lot of rain in that neck of the woods, but you get into Floresville and it starts to taper off. You had some heavy rainfall in Floresville momentarily, a little bit ago over the past hour, but now that's tapering off. And Lavaca County not seeing much activity, but these are throwing out some outflow boundaries, and some of these outflow boundaries are colliding, and that's where I anticipate more showers to develop. I mean, we're talking near and especially just south of Seguin, stretching all the way into Bexar County, Windcrest. You've got a little outflow boundary moving in, and that outflow boundary as it heads north could kickstart a few more showers. Not a lot of activity in the hill country now. You go south of town, and some action, particularly south of Carrizo Springs at the moment. This activity is going to really taper off after sunset. We're talking 9, 10 o'clock, it all coming to an end, and then just a quiet evening. Here's our overall pattern. The upper level disturbance that we had influencing our weather yesterday, that has shifted eastward. Big Blue H, that's off to our west over New Mexico. And it's influencing our weather, but it's not going to be a dominant feature in the days ahead. We're looking dry, but not overly hot. 93 degrees right now, dew point is 72, feels like 101. Temperatures across the state in the 90s. So often in August, we're looking at triple digits, at least somewhere in Texas. We're not seeing it right now. Laredo, 88. That's it. Clouds, rain, cool there in Webb County. 91 Hondo, 92 New Braunfels. Tomorrow we'll start the day in the mid 70s. By the afternoon, we make it into the low to mid 90s. So we're talking 92 Canyon Lake, 97 Cotulla, 93 Uvalde and Hondo, Bernie about 90 degrees, Elmendorf and Lavernia highs of 93. Sunday's going to be very similar. We're looking at highs around 95 degrees, mostly sunny, bit of a breeze out there, south-southeast at 10 to 20. If you are headed to the beach, by the way, you'll have that southerly wind at 10 to 20. You're going to make the bays rather choppy, especially by the midday and afternoon. Very quiet 7-day forecast. This is something we haven't seen much of. It's been an anomaly this summer. We've been fortunate with good rainfall. Right now we're just looking at partly cloudy, mid-90s, all the way into next week.
Summer, a week of summer. Thank you.
Yeah, well, Greg is here now, and it's what you want to see from a rookie in the first preseason.
Yeah, Micah Parsons making a case for himself to be a starter in his first season of wearing the star. When we come back, we'll show you the impact he made on their preseason opener last night in Canton, Ohio. And our big game previews take us to Lytle, home of the Pirates, coming up.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The Dallas Cowboys could only muster 3 points in the first preseason game to kick off Mike McCarthy's second season as a Cowboys head coach, but the defense looked good. In particular, #1 draft pick Micah Parsons was able to recover this fumble off of Pittsburgh starting quarterback last night, Mason Rudolph. Not a bad way to begin your career wearing the star in the 16-3 defeat in the Hall of Fame game in Canton.
I actually had a fumble recovery my first game in college, so I like the trend that is going on right now.
Micah's always around the football. I think we all recognize that, being in practice every day. He gets his hands on the ball and just, to have come up with that big play there, the fumble in the first series.
Next up, they'll be on the road again, taking on Arizona 1 week from today. The Texans continue their training camp in Houston, and it was our first opportunity to visit with safety Jonathan Owens, who also happens to be the boyfriend of U.S. Olympic gymnast Simone Biles. Biles withdrew from most of the Olympic competition for mental health reasons after her attempt at the vault, but decided to compete in the final individual competition, winning the bronze in the balance beam. How special was that for Owens? Simone ending on that high note.
I was so proud of her just to be able to overcome, mentally what was going on. And she kind of altered her beam routine, but, I was just happy for her that she ended up going out and getting the medal.
The Texans kick off their preseason on Saturday, August the 14th at Green Bay. Our big game coverage previews continue with the Lytle Pirates, who welcome back 13 starters, 5 on offense, 8 on defense for first-year head coach Adrian Trevino, who finished 5-5 last season, 3-3 in district with Lytle, 14-3 Division I. Running back and defensive lineman Justin De Leon and running back and linebacker Malachi Castro are among the two-way starters, coming back to hopefully launch the Pirates into the playoffs.
One of the first things we did is we came in, we talked to our seniors, because obviously they've been through quite a bit, but they're a resilient group of young men. And they've really taken the lead with our younger guys, and they deserve a great senior year.
It's actually a huge change. The environment changed, everything changed, to be honest. Our culture, we have a championship mindset now, and it's a whole different ballgame now.
We have a good district, but our pre-district games are also very tough, so it kind of helps prepare us for what's coming, and hopefully we'll be ready for it. I think we will.
All right, the Pirates kick off their season against Poth at home on Friday, August the 27th at 7:30 p.m. And I mentioned Friday, August the 27th, which is now just 3 weeks away from our first full Friday night of high school football. Looking forward to it.
We should have a countdown clock.
We should.
Yes. Yeah, we should.
By the seconds.
Yes.
Thanks, Greg.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Some lingering shower activity out there this afternoon, east and southeast of San Antonio. We'll see some activity lingering through sunset, and then it's all tapering off, and we'll just have some leftover clouds here and there tonight. Space Station flyover, by the way, 8:57 p.m. this evening. Should be good viewing for most of us.
Thanks, Adam, and thank you for watching the News at 5.
World News is next.